Hey, gang, and welcome to yet another edition of Countdown to HorrorHound Weekend. We're really down to the wire now, folks. Probably, I guess we could say less than 2 weeks until the September 2024 HorrorHound Weekend. I am so excited. I'm finally going to meet Robert Englund. Keep your fingers crossed that nothing, happens where I don't get to, or you'll see a very sad Dana. Um, but I'm hoping, keeping my fingers crossed. And we're going to get to some guest updates and some Robert Englund updates in case there are some of you watching this that are planning on attending HorrorHound Weekend September 13th through the 15th in just under 2 weeks from now, folks. All right. So there may be some of you that noticed, hey, Dana, you didn't do that watch along at 7 that you said you were going to do. No, I did not. Because for one thing, I was kind of wiped out and I got busy doing other things. And I was like, hey, I haven't promoted this. I hadn't put anything out for it. So I'm just going to let it go. But never fear, there will be an upcoming watch along in the coming weeks for Dario Argento's Phenomena. Okay, I know Argento August is officially over. However, nothing says we can't do an Argento watch along. Okay, and I'm probably going to pair it with Suspiria. So keep an eye out in the coming weeks for that. Okay. You may also notice that I have a Lethal Ladies Incorporated logo on my shirt. And you may be thinking, what in the hell is Lethal Ladies Incorporated? Well, this is a modified version of me and Candace on here. Well, I don't want to cover up Candace here. But there we go. This is a modified version of me and Candace on here looking like pinup girls. Anybody remember those pinup girls from the 1940s or so? I always thought they were very attractive, but it wasn't overtly sexual. So I just used that as kind of the template and created this logo for us. I don't know if you can tell, but there are two crossed butcher knives with blood on them. And also we have the text, Lethal Ladies Incorporated. Me and Candace will both be donning these shirts. Not at HorrorHound Weekend. This weekend we'll be having in 2 weeks or a little less than 2 weeks, we will be having our I Love Robert Englund shirts on. Because why? Because Robert Englund's the guest of honor at HorrorHound Weekend. However, me and Candace will be donning these shirts, hopefully, keep your fingers crossed, gang, in March. And you'll be like, March? That's next year. Yes, Candace and I are planning on attending as vendors for HorrorHound Weekend, the whole weekend in March 2025. If all goes well, we will be in attendance as vendors. And we had to come up with a name for our collective efforts at the convention. So I came up with Lethal Ladies Incorporated, came up with this logo. Candace approves. I will be making her a shirt like this as well, so we can both wear these at the HorrorHound in March of 2025. So if you're thinking of attending HorrorHound in March of next year, be on the lookout for me and Candace under the Lethal Ladies Incorporated business name. Okay. We'll be selling, t-shirts and I'll be selling t-shirts and candles and tea, blended teas, and all of that good stuff. Maybe some mouse pads. Who knows what I'll come up with. And Candace will be selling a number of things, and as we get closer to it and work out all the details, we'll be sharing with people a little bit more about that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get to both the guest updates and some Robert Englund updates that some of you may be curious about. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to share my screen with you. Hold on 1 second here. All right. So this, once again, is at horrorhoundweekend.com. If you click on the shows, you can navigate to the September 13th through the 15th show. Again, that's at horrorhoundweekend.com. And so let's go down here and see if we find anybody new. We should. Robert Englund, again, Mr. Robert Englund is still on the roster. Keep your fingers crossed, folks. Again, yay, Robert. Kevin Smith, Friday only. Jason Mewes, Jason Lee, Friday and Saturday only. Cole Sprouse, Catherine Newton will be Saturday only. Skeet Ulrich, Melissa Barrera, Kevin Durand, Alicia Weir, Andy Matichak. She's one of the new ones that has been added from Halloween to 2018, Kills and Ends. So if you're a big fan of Andy, you might want to check her out and meet her at HorrorHound Weekend. Lulu Wilson. Here's another new one. Eddie Steeples from My Name is Earl, Risk Cutters, A Love Story, Roman Raising Hope, I Know Who Killed Me, Zombie Apocalypse, and Jiu-Jitsu. Dermot Mulrooney, Tony Revolori, Sonia Amar, Mitch Pileggi, Tom Atkins, Jason Lively, Jill Whitlow, Stephen Marshall, Alan Kaiser, Miss Heather Langenkamp, Amanda Wiss, Ronnie Blakely, Tuesday Night, Toy Newkirk, Brooke Thies, Brooke Bundy, CJ Graham, Don Shanks, Mr. Lou David. I'm really excited about Lou David. I want to meet him, who played Cropsy in The Burning. Lisa Schrage, Robert Brian Wilson, Eric Freeman, Scott McDonald, Peter Cowper, Scott Ian. I think he's a new one. He's a musician with Anthrax. He was also on Mr. Bungle, Motor Sister, Stormtroopers of Death, The Walking Dead, Metacalypse, Metal Lords, and Married with Children. Erie Vaughn, John Christ or Christ, Paul Clemens, Leslie Hoffman, Tony Cecere, Adrienne, and Coy Cecere, who are Tony Cecere's daughters. They were the Jump Rope Girls in the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Zombeast, Riot Rose Cabaret, performing Saturday evening at Night Terrors. Dave Nessler, and of course, as I've said a couple of times before, I believe Mikey Madsen unfortunately had to cancel due to work. Okay. Also, I'm not sure if I told anyone on one of these updates, but let's scroll down to Robert Englund. I just want to make sure that I haven't missed. Well, Eddie Steeples' photo op is going to be $65, in case you were wondering. They have added another Saturday session. The Saturday session A, which I got in on, is sold out, but they have added a Saturday session B. So never fear if you were coming on Saturday and you want to get a photo op with Robert Englund for $155, you've still got a chance to do so on Saturday. Scott Ian, his photo op is $65. No, I'm going to these fast, but I don't want to keep going through the same ones just to give you updates here. I was going to see if that Andy, I don't see her on here, so I'm not sure. Okay, so I think that's basically all the updates I have from the actual website, the convention website. So I'm going to share another screen with you that is the, whoops, not that, the HorrorHound Facebook page. Okay, so I won't go over the guest announcements because I just went over that. But for those of you that are planning on um, either getting a photo op with Robert Englund, or you were one of the people that got the VIP pass or a platinum pass and are wondering what's going on with the autographs. This is straight from the HorrorHound Weekend Facebook page. It says, okay, Robert Englund is the most asked question, and rightfully so, due to some changes in how management wishes to proceed with his appearance. And that is Robert Englund's management, folks. We are still finalizing how VIP offerings for acquiring a chance for Robert to autograph are being handled. The final details will be emailed this week. However, we could not wait any further to launch pro op sales for him or the rest of the Elm Street groupings. And those are officially available, just like I showed you on the website. They go on to say, regardless, the plan is to still send an emailer to VIPs offering time slots during the weekend for Robert. This will either be a sale for his autograph or simply a time spot to arrive to purchase his auto. We can confirm that pro ops will no longer, and that is photo ops, be included. So that it's no longer going to be a package like a photo op and autograph package. So if you were holding out for an op, please visit the link above. As anyone who has been to a show with Mr. Englund can attest, the best way to meet Robert is to purchase a photo op. They do say they apologize for the delay in information as we hope to have everything finalized sooner. Speaking of the photo ops, as new guests are added, look for their ops to get added soon after. A few notes about costume or props being included with ops. CJ Graham is doing the Jason costume op. Lisa Schrage will be doing ops with the Prom Night 2 Rocking Horse, which is an actual film prop. Scott McDonald will be doing ops with a Jack Frost replica. And Leslie Hoffman will be in full sweater and glove regalia. Any new guests, such as Eddie Steeples, will be added to the site this week, along with any duo or group pairings that coincide. Also, the event schedule for panels is now live if you want to check that out. And check out the expected offerings at horrorhoundweekend.com. Shows 2024-09 /events. The full Film Fest schedule should be hitting the event page soon. Be sure to check out all the details regarding the Horrors of Cosplay costume contest occurring Saturday afternoon at HorrorHound Weekend. Kids and adults. Adult signups are now live at horrorhoundweekend.com. Also, Mask Fest is going to be going on at this show. This upcoming show will host Mass Fest in Cincinnati for the first time ever on the lower level of the show in the former Photo Ops Ballroom. Will be a fully packed exhibitor area loaded with the best mask makers, artists, and effects industry names. It's the coolest Halloween store you've ever attended. You can find more details about this ballroom at www.massfest.com. And Massfest always has their own guests, such as Tom Savini, Jordu Shell, Norman Cabrera, and more. For anybody thinking of getting a tattoo at HorrorHound, some artist changes have occurred for the Ink Fusion Tattoo Pavilion. If you've ever wanted to get a tattoo at HorrorHound Weekend, just head over to www.horrorhoundweekend.com/tattoos. Click on the artist of interest and contact them directly to schedule your ink. A note about hotels. Hotels around the convention center are sold out. But as with any event, cancellations on rooms do occur. They suggest calling the hotels to inquire on availability. Hotel contact info can be found on www.horrorhoundweekend.com. Discount pricing. Ticket pricing is still available for this event with VIP, Platinum, and Weekend early entry sold out. Saturday pre-sale tickets are expected to sell out prior to the event, so try and take advantage of those discounts while they're available. Also, discount Saturday passes are nearly sold out. Be sure to secure yours today. Saturday Night Tears, the HorrorHound Weekend After Hours event, is a free perk for weekend pass holders with bands, entertainment, games, giveaways, and more. Saturday doors open at 8 p.m. Children 12 and under are free to attend, but must be accompanied by an adult. And one little other thing I wanted to pass along. If you have unscanned tickets from past HorrorHound Weekend events and would like to use them, this is the last show you can use a March 2023 unscanned ticket. All March 23 tickets will be null and void after September 15th. If you have a fall 2023 ticket, it is still valid for this or March 2025 events. Additionally, if you have a March 2024 unscanned ticket, is valid for 3 more show cycles. All right. So, I know that was probably a lot of information to take in, but if you can't remember everything that I said and don't want to go back and hear my incessant ramblings, be sure to check out HorrorHoundWeekend.com for all the convention news and also to get a subscription to HorrorHound. I'm actually thinking about getting a 2-year subscription here very shortly, probably wait until I get paid again, or I might wait until the convention and try to get a subscription then, because I know HorrorHound always has a table there as well, because it is HorrorHound Weekend, right? So, again, keep in mind that the Lethal Ladies Incorporated, aka me and Candace, are planning on being at HorrorHound Weekend as vendors at the 2025 HorrorHound Weekend next March. So be sure to check out Deadites on Deck, my YouTube channel, under Evil Dead Chick, Evil Dead Chick 1976, and you can find me and find all the programming that I have seen fit to put up there. We've got some Kubrick programming coming up, got some watch-alongs coming up, the return of Everybody Wants Englund, the return of Landis Confidential. Got a lot of cool stuff coming up. And in less than 2 weeks, all these HorrorHound, Countdown to HorrorHound Weekend updates will culminate in a highway to hell with me and Steve traveling to HorrorHound Weekend on Saturday, September 14th. And we're going to film as much stuff as we're allowed to film. And you're going to see a very happy Dana when she gets her Robert Englund photo op and gets to meet the man. So, with all that being said, I'm off like a dirty shirt, but I want to remind everybody, as I always do before I get off of here for the night, is to be kind to one another and blaze that trail. I got one more day in my 4-day weekend, and then it's back to the grindstone. And I'll see everybody next time.